Hello, everybody. What's up? What's going on? And welcome to the 68th episode of Raptors in One. So, guys, the Raptors have been now on a 5-game losing streak. So, let's talk about it. So, without any further ado, let's get it. Now, you guys might be wondering, why do I have this muffler on myself, covering my face, most of my face, and what mysteries lie behind this? So, we'll get into that in a bit. But first, let's talk about what's going on with the Raptors. I've been looking at social media and I've been kind of looking at the reactions of people and what they thought about the Raptors' latest streak. And I thought, hey, why not? Let's just do kind of a little medley of reactions. So let's start off with the first one. The Panic Monster. What? Another one? We lost another game? It's a 5-game losing streak? My goodness! Oh, we should just blow up this team! Forget it, just trade everybody! Ugh, I can't handle the stress! Ugh. So, if you guys are probably wondering what happened, well, that's what happens when you panic about a team and about a season that you don't know much about. Or maybe you're expecting a lot of high aspirations, like a certain somebody who got out of our organization last season or 2 seasons ago. I can't even remember. It's Goran Dragic. Anyway, point being, when you stress out a lot, you start to lose hair, as in from your beard. And so there it is. That's a simple explanation. We need to blow up everything. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just start off with trading Gary Trent. He hasn't been playing defense anyway. You know what? Just trade Freddie VanVleet as well. Fred, man, I mean, yeah, you've been having some great games, but does it mean we translated in a win? No, whatever. Screw you. We're done with you. Pascal, man, you know what? Just trade him too. Whatever. It is what it is. Let's just blow it up. Masai, what are you doing? Bobby, come on, man. If it was Masai who was still the GM, we would have won another championship by now. Really optimistic fan. Guys, you know what? It is okay. It's not even halfway through the season. And honestly, now that I've tried this new look, maybe the Raptors are going to go on a win streak for once. You know what? Not maybe. Nay, they will go on a 10-game win streak. That's why I've done this new look now. We've shaved. We're okay. New fresh start, fresh beard. We're going to be just fine. That's right. You know what? Gary Trent, he's going to be back healthy and we're going to go on a win streak. Otto Porter, we can't underestimate his absence too. Precious Achiuwa, oh man, we're missing a big production from him on the defensive end and on the offensive end. We will be just fine. Trade deadline? Why even trade anybody? I think we've got the best squad right here. Championship! Alright, so, yeah, I'm back. To be honest, like, what I honestly feel about this recent losing streak, I'm a little bit somewhere right in the middle there. Yes, as a human and as a big Raptors fan, I do panic sometimes. But knowing and having the knowledge of the game, I'm not going to say extensive knowledge, but more than the average person's knowledge of the game, and having even coached a team before, and of course having been part of a team before, I understand the ups and downs, especially through a season, and having watched the Raptors, I mean, if you think about it, from the last season, it was the same kind of situation where we were panicking just before the All-Star game, and then all of a sudden after the All-Star break, bam, now we're back on track, and all of a sudden the switch just kind of head from panic to like, whoa, we could really make a big run here. We could maybe even win a championship. So we gotta temper our expectations. Teams, they typically do go on a lull at some point during the season. And ours seems to happen to be right around the December mark. Call it the winter blues if you may. And that's okay. As long as we turn the leaf over in January, hopefully maybe even after the All-Star break like we typically do. But at the same time, I have to say there is a little bit of panic, and it's just because it seems like, regardless of the performances by certain individuals like Pascal, he had an amazing game yesterday, and Freddie's been having some amazing games these past 2, 3, 4 games. They're turning it around, but something's missing, and I feel like the margin, except for the Sacramento game, all the other games that we've played, that we've lost in this 5-game win streak, the margin has been tight. The game has been decided by anywhere from 1 to 4 points. It's got to say something. And I think I'm going to go back to my previous video where I said that we're missing something, i.e., either we need a good center or even a good scoring threat off the bench. But really, I think we're missing that all-star clutch player. And the game against Philly is the perfect example for it. Yes, Tyrese Maxey wasn't playing, and believe me, I hold Tyrese Maxey to such a high level that if Tyrese was playing, we would not have had such a close game. I think it would have been like at least a 10-point differential. They would have won at least by 10 points. Because Tyrese Maxey is that much of a threat, and he is the definition of Raptor killer. We also have to understand, ladies and gents, yes, it's a 5-game losing streak, and it sucks. I get it. But we did, if we think about it, we did face the Golden State before we took on Philly, and then it was a back-to-back. I get it. There are other teams in the NBA who also have back-to-backs, and they managed to pull it off. What do I think is really happening? Something's probably happening in the organization. It's possible. Again, winter blues, that's what I'm kind of chalking it up to. Maybe a little bit of season fatigue as well. It can be very possible. Of course, injuries don't help either. But realistically, there's a little bit of panic. But I'm not going to panic so much just yet. I still do believe that a move does need to be made. We're just personnel short of at least making a playoff run at this point. So I'm trying not to hit that panic button just yet because I know, again, All-Star break, things can change around. And of course, that trade deadline, you never know. The management is probably looking to make some moves. And I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about possibly Gary Trent, like I mentioned in my previous video. Gary Trent possibly looking to be traded, to get traded by the organization, by the management. And of course, Fred VanVleet's been thrown around. His name's been thrown around. I think at this point, the way the team's been performing, the only players that are truly untouchable are Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and OG. That's my gut feeling. That's what I think. And I believe the organization wants to keep OG for sure, even if it means that, his contract's coming up and it could mean a big raise for him. I think they're going to keep him. With Pascal, yes, they're going to keep him too. There's a lot of upside to Pascal as well. And of course, Scotty Barnes, our Rookie of the Year. Yes, he's been kind of hitting that little bit of a sophomore wall there, but I wouldn't be too concerned about him. If for him, it's a little bit of, injuries, lingering injuries kind of bothering him. I can see it in his play. And of course, he's kind of trying a few new things. I guess there's at some point in the season, you got to try them, right? Why not early on in the season? At the end of the day, Scotty Barnes, he needs to go back to what made him successful. We also have to understand that now the scouting around Scotty Barnes is going to be a lot tighter than it was last season, because now teams are starting to zero in on Scotty and saying, okay, these are his strengths, these are his weaknesses. So they're starting to zero in on him a lot more than they did in the previous season. So Raptors fans, is it time to panic? It's normal to panic. I will admit that. It is normal to panic. However, let's have a little more faith in our squad and definitely in our management. I believe that they're cooking something when it comes to a trade. We'll see what happens. So that's all I got for today, folks. Again, if you like the content, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you want to check out some more of my content, hit the subscribe button. And you can check out all my other content. Of course, I had a beard. I usually sport a beard. And yes, ladies and gents, yes, sure, go ahead. If you want to keep it respectable, you can comment and let me know if I should keep this look or if I should grow a beard. Personally, I think I'm gonna grow back my beard because I scared myself when I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, that's what my face looks like under all that beard. Jeez, I think I need to grow that beard back. But hey, you can let me know what you all think. Of course, please keep it respectable. So before I go, I will mention another type of a Raptors fan that I had come across in social media. So you know what? Let's save the best for the last. Here it is. The conspiracy theorist. So the Raptors lost 5 games in a row, eh? You know what? Not surprised. Because here's what's happening. Gary Trent, he's definitely going to be traded. He's going to be traded. I'm telling it. I'm calling it. Even before the trade deadline. That's why. I mean, come on. Why else would you think about it? Why else would he have that tight calf soreness and then all of a sudden it went to thigh soreness and he's sitting there on the sidelines and every good play or whatever, he's jumping up and down. Yeah, he's getting traded. That's why he's not playing anymore. That's why the management is not letting him play anymore. Come on. We need Gary's production. Of course. That's why. Yeah. Of course, Precious, he's another guy. He's probably getting traded too, 100%. I mean, think about it. All those plays, he has an Achilles injury, and you're telling me he hasn't healed yet? Yet every time there's a dunk or an amazing play that the Raptors make, he's jumping on the sidelines like, whoa, where you getting all that hop from, son? Injury, Achilles injury. Yeah, right. Yeah, and why has Freddie been sucking lately? Well, you know what? He's going through a divorce. That is exactly what it is. Yeah, that's right. You finally got caught, and that is why his production has dipped. That is exactly why he's not been playing well. Well, sure, he got a few games here and there, but I mean, look at Kobe when he got caught with his secretary, you know, and he started playing crappy for a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's like, hey, you know what? I got to pick my game up so that people don't think that, hey, you know, I'm guilty. Yeah, trust me. That's Freddie's going through what Kobe just went through. So that's all I got, folks. I hope you enjoyed this content. Until next time, I'm out.